So this is a root beer float at Arby's for $1. That's right, at $1. And I'll tell you a little story about Ardmore out by Huntsville, Alabama. When I would come in, I would cut around Nashville till I learned not to do that because my white Cadillac broke down there one time. It was a terrible, terrible thing. But anyway, there's this truck stop called Shady Lawn. And it sounds sort of like a graveyard, Shady Lawn. And it's the neatest little place. They had a restaurant there and a gift shop. And I don't know if the same guy still owns it, but there was a guy that was like about 38 years old that owned it the last time I was up there. And it's a really neat truck stop. It's real safe. And all the locals go there to eat. And it's great shopping. I found gold harmonicas there, all kinds of cool stuff. And they've always been very, very nice. And the showers were fairly reasonable. And so when I would come in town and the hotels were like all booked out, or I came from another city or state to get into work and dress the entertainers, one of my favorite places to go is Shady Lawn. And it was next to a strip joint. The owner of that strip joint got shot. I'm trying to think of the name of it. I think it was Booby Shop or something like that. It was a real famous dump of a strip joint. But they used to have trouble because they had the strip joint, a little funky hotel, and the truck stop. And they had a little bit of trouble with the tricks there at times. So the law enforcement would come around quite frequently. And I got harassed by one cop a couple times. And even if I brought a different car, this joker like smelled me out or something. And I would get off work 2, 3, 4 in the morning and then go up there and catch some shut-eye when I couldn't get a hotel. And I would be up about 7, 8 in the morning. And so, anyway, money motivates me. I've always made very, very good money dressing the showers. But anyway, I used to be real good friends with everybody there, the waitresses and everything. There's one waitress that I just loved. And I used to actually call her on a track phone. And when track phone like first came out, it was like $2 a minute and all that. And I would call her when I was getting close to the truck stop and say, I think her name was Sadie. And I would say, I'm coming in town to work, and I hope you have my root beer float ready. And she said, I sure will. And I'd tell her about where I was at and everything. And I come cruising in there, and I would go there before I would go to work. I'd get in around 2 in the afternoon. And then, prime time for work was about 5 to 7. For change of shifts and stuff. So I would go down to the truck stop on my way in and go visit with the folks. And there were some really neat people there. And it was just the height of my week to go to Shady Lawn and get a root beer float. That's right, with real scoop ice cream on top. And just too much fun. And sit and visit with the folks, and I was invited to a hoedown, but I didn't get to go, unfortunately. They had a real live hoedown with a fiddler, a harmonica, the whole thing, of all the locals playing together at a barn dance type thing. And the head guy, who was about 95 years old, he just thought I was the neatest thing since sliced pie. And he was like, you come free. Great, but I couldn't do it, and I wished I'd have done it. It would have been really a lot of fun. But the locals are always so wonderful to me. Every time I would come in town, and they'd sit and visit with me at my table, and we'd talk, and waitress would sit and visit with me. And the waitresses were great. I used to tip them to watch me because it is a truck stop, and it's a small truck stop, but I would tip them and say, look, make sure the truckers know that I'm not a trick. And, you know, the secret when you're on the road is, you know, you don't want to go in there, you know, wearing Playboy jackets and all kinds of racy stuff. You want to kind of dress down and simple when you cruise through there. And then, you know, you don't have too much trouble. And the people will protect you. You know, the wait staff, the owners, everything. I got harassed so bad by that one cop that I talked to the owner, and he was furious. He was like, you were always welcome here. But that's because, you know, you save so much money on a hotel, you know, when you can't get one. And when you have the honor of staying at a truck stop that's really safe, and the folks watching out for you, tip the waitresses to keep an eye on your car, park right in front of the restaurant kind of thing. And, you know, it's really a blessing when you're on the road and you know people like that. And the owner was so mad, he called the local law enforcement and told them to stop harassing people coming to his business like that, because I was a regular customer, you know, and I worked in Huntsville a lot. But yeah, I'll never forget that really cool root beer float that she would make me as soon as she saw my smiling face come in that door. What a neat little place. Talk to you guys later. Hope you have a great one.